I have become a secondary smoker. But now being domestic is the order of the day. I've become like my own housewife. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for always working with me. Today I'm going to go straight into how my life has changed since I moved to this country, this amazing country. Actually, I'm going to be saying things in no particular order, and I'm very sure that you'll be able to pick a few things for those who recently moved here. And if you're planning to move here, first of all, know that blueprints are different, right? My experience is completely different from yours, so you don't have to anticipate that we'll have the same life changes, but it's definitely something that you can pick because we're going to be in the same environment, and the basic factors would affect everybody in a general space, if you get what I mean. So let's get into it. First of all, I came back to YouTube. Yeah, that's something that I wasn't able to do in Nigeria because I was kind of restricted by life. Basically, I was working in a bank, and at the same time I was also running my retail store where I sold female clothes and managing an acting career at the same time. So there was no way in this world I could actually do it. I tried so many times, but something else would just come up. And one factor that just kept hindering me was internet, something as mundane as internet. If you live in Nigeria, you know how crazy it can be, getting a very good internet subscription and something that is stable. So I tried a couple of times, but I was just no. And on some days I'm just too tired because I go to work Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday there's church activities. I was in drama society, so on Saturday I had drama rehearsals. Then I might be on set this weekend or something. I just really tried, but I couldn't. But since I moved to this country, for some reason, because of the structure, right, and me being a student, I'm only allowed to work part-time. So after school, part-time work, I have free time now. You get what I mean? So my life is more structured. I can plan to do this on so days, and things would actually work out that way. I have no internet interruptions because there's Wi-Fi in school, there's Wi-Fi at home, which is really stable. You can go into restaurants and access the Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi on the train. There's no Wi-Fi on the public transport system in Nigeria. So you really have no excuse, and the internet is really great. So it's given me more time and more access to the basic resources that I needed to get back to YouTube. So that's one. Another factor is I've become more domestic. If you know me, I'm I'm not really a domestic person. Oh, cooking and cleaning, nah, I'll just outsource. Even back in Nigeria, I wake up in the morning, I try to have cereal, get to the office, I'm ordering food in the morning, I'm ordering food in the afternoon. When I'm coming back at night, I'm I'll just eat out all over again. The only time I try to cook is during weekends, and it's not even something really strenuous like noodles or spaghetti. I don't have time. But now being domestic is the order of the day. What? I've become my own housewife, if that makes sense. I've decided to cook. I'll go to the market, I'll make a pot of stew. I'm me. The last time I did that was when I was living with my mom. Since I moved to my own place while I was living in Lagos, I don't think I made a pot of stew for one day because I'm oh, I'm going to work, I'm busy. I can always outsource. I can always buy food. But now I'm the queen. I am the queen of wow. I was making amala the other day. I was making semo. I was making beans. I said, wow, I'm ready for marriage. It shocks me every time. I love it, really. I'm started to enjoy cooking. I see it as a very strenuous activity, but now I've started to enjoy it. It's not a hobby, but I'm oh, it's not that bad after all. And because I got sick and tired of eating junk coming here, just stuffing cream and flour into your mouth. I needed spice. I needed so much spice. So yeah, that forced me into becoming this domestic girly you're seeing, and I'm loving it so far. It's not that bad. So yeah. So another thing is I now spend so much time on social media. This wasn't me in any shape or form. In fact, I have a very close friend of mine, Yetunde, who I used to just yab her all the time. Why are you always on social media? Why are you always on Instagram, TikTok? You have a job. Come on, like do other things with your life. I didn't really understand it. But now I think it's because you know, moving to a new place alone, right? And not really having like not so many people around you, you just be pushed to find something that will keep you company. And that's what social media became for me. So I now find myself on Instagram, TikTok. My TikTok account that I abandoned for years, I came back to it. I find myself on YouTube. I'm just like, wow, what's going on? What's going on? But I really, really like the mind shift because it made me like notice a part of me that I kind of neglected, you know. I've always been like a beauty and fashion enthusiast, right? But I just didn't really think of it as something I should start out, even as a hobby, but online. But now, you know, I revived my TikTok, my retail store back in Nigeria, the Instagram page, I converted it into my own digital creator page and I started posting a lot of fashion thingies. Yeah, it's on Instagram at just at Relake, the same handle with my YouTube. So I've just become more like aware of my innate hobbies, if I can put it that way, and I started like making time for it, like investing in that part of me because I'm not just an actor or a filmmaker or a lawyer. I'm so many other things, and these hobbies can actually turn out into something bigger. We don't know where it's gonna lead, so why don't you explore every part of you? So moving here has just made me like notice other sides of me that I didn't really notice because I was just too busy chasing my 9 to 5 and chasing my acting and doing this and doing that and everything. So I can say moving here has restructured my brain and has helped me to sit back and notice those areas that were neglected for a bit, which is a blessing if you ask me. Because imagine you just going through a circle over and over again, and in years to come, you just realize, why did I ignore this part of me and this part of me and this part of me because I was just so focused on this. So moving here has given me like a very balanced mind where I where I just like invest in every single part of me and not ignore anything, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm loving this glow from the sun. It's like God is saying, go baby, just go my darling, you are such a goddess. Oh my god, this one is actually a very funny feature. I couldn't stand cats before because I think growing up and watching a lot of Nollywood will just make you believe cats are diabolical. But since I moved here, I'm like, they're actually cute little things. They're like dogs. They're just innocent things existing that just want love and affection. To be honest, I don't see them as scary as before. In Nigeria, I would not do that for the life of me. But no, just like they're just cute. Another thing, this one is a joke, but it is real. I have become a secondary smoker. It's like when I first got here, when I got to school and I saw almost everybody smoking, I almost asked myself, is this a requirement for admission? Am I missing out on something? Am I gonna get expelled? What's going on? Will I get rusticated? How am I not smoking? Let me check my admission requirements. Is it there? It was crazy. Everybody's vaping, somebody's with, and I'm just like, okay. So thankfully it's not allowed on like the bus or the train, but like every other place, everybody's just vaping one way or the other. So you just become a secondary smoker, really, unconsciously, unintentionally, without your consent. But it's okay, we survive. This one might sound a bit mundane, but I've had more time to go into my makeup and skincare routine, which are things that I struggle to do in Nigeria. Like I said, the time constraints and the rudimentary lifestyle. My makeup game before was basically basic. Yeah, literally basic though. I'll just do foundation and powder and brows and lipstick, eyeliner, and that's it. But now I have time for concealer, contour, blush, things I never really like paid attention to. But now I have time for it, and I've even started learning how to like fix up the eyeshadow area, which I always ignored. And you know, being in this environment, to see all them girlies with their makeup on fleek, you just wouldn't want to slack. You get what I mean? So yeah, I've had time for that right now, and it's been going well as you can see. Last but not the least, this is like a big win for me is my mind shift and I see the bigger picture for my life and I'm not thinking just nationally unlike before. I'm thinking globally. I've thought globally before, but not like on this scale, right? Because seeing all the possibilities of things happening and going in this direction instead of like the little world I created for myself in my head is just amazing. So my dreams are bigger, they're more scary. They're bigger right now because I can see that, oh, if I thought before, out of the 10, maybe I can get to like 7. Right now, I'm like, I can actually get to 12 and 15. Right, because of like the opportunities I see around, the level of networking, and things I see, the things I'm exposed to. I'm like, hold on, why was I thinking small? I can actually get here in less time and everything. So yeah, the mind shifts and my orientation has just exploded, and I'm so so grateful for this opportunity that I have coming here. So yeah, this always my life. My mind has changed since I got here. If you moved here recently, you can share your experience as well in the comment section. Let's just chat about it. Until then, thank you for watching. Bye.